Have you ever felt like you're living a double life? Like the person you're with, your partner, your husband, your wife, a parent, a friend, has two completely different versions of themselves, the one the world sees and the one you see behind closed doors. And the worst part, the world loves them. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in this episode, guys. But before we do, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, like and follow so you never miss another episode. I'm Nova. I'm a therapist and I specialize in narcissistic abuse recovery. So let's talk about it. They're charming, they're funny, they're helpful, they're the nice guy, the super mum even. They're the community hero. Meanwhile, you're stuck wondering, am I the only one seeing this? Am I the only one seeing this other side? It's confusing, it's painful. And honestly, it makes you feel like you're the crazy one. If that sounds familiar, then you are most likely dealing with a narcissist or someone at least with strong narcissistic traits. Because here's the deal. Narcissists build their reputation on being liked. That shiny, polished public image, it's carefully curated. It's not just who they are, it's a strategy. They want to be admired. They want to be trusted. They want to be the person people defend, even when you try to speak your truth. Why? Because if everyone thinks they're amazing, it discredits you before you even open your mouth. And that's what makes this dynamic just so isolating. You're stuck with someone who might be emotionally abusive, manipulative, controlling, but no one else sees it. And when you do try to talk about it, you get hit with things like, but they seem so lovely. I can't imagine them doing that. Or they're always so great with the kids. Or you must be exaggerating. It's enough to make you second guess your entire reality. And that's the point, because narcissists, they just don't gaslight you. They gaslight your entire social circle. It's called image crafting. They know exactly what to say, how to act, and how to charm the pants off everyone around them. They might compliment your friends, offer to help with their move, donate to charity, show up with flowers for your mum. Meanwhile, you are getting the cold shoulder, the sarcasm, the passive aggression, or just straight up emotional neglect. And nobody believes you because all they see is the nice person. Well, let me tell you something. The nice version is real, but it's incomplete. It's a mask because the narcissist needs people to like them. It's real in terms of the person they are showing the rest of the world and who they are seeing. They need to be seen as the good guy or the victim or the selfless one. It feeds their ego. It gives them control and it gives them cover. And here's the really cruel twist. The more you try to explain the abuse, the more they look like the reasonable one. And you look emotional, bitter, dramatic, jealous, which is exactly what they want. It's not a coincidence. It's manipulation. I've had clients describe this so perfectly. They say things to me like, Nova, I felt like I was in a horror movie where no one believed me or I was living a nightmare, but everyone else thought I had the perfect relationship. I started recording conversations because I honestly thought I was losing it. If that's you, please hear me. You are not losing it. And by the way, guys, that's one of the biggest red flags you will ever get is the fact that you feel you need to record their conversations to prove to them they were abusing you because they deny it all the time. Now, your nervous system knows the truth, even when the people around you don't. So let's talk about a client I'll call Anna. Anna was married to a man who everyone adored. He was funny, generous, a social butterfly, always quick with a joke, good with the kids, helped out the neighbours at barbecues. He was the legend. But at home, he was passive aggressive. He'd disappear emotionally for days and physically. He would nitpick everything she did, from how she dressed to how she parented. He controlled the money. He rolled his eyes every time she spoke. And when she tried to bring things up, oh, stop being so sensitive. Can't you take a joke? You're always so negative. When she finally opened up to a mutual friend, the response, oh no, he's such a good guy. Maybe you're just going through a rough patch. Crushing. That is what narcissistic abuse, coercive control does. It isolates you because now it's not just your abuser you're up against, it's their entire fan club. And worse, sometimes you start believing them. You start thinking, maybe do overthink everything. Everyone else seems to think they're such a nice person. Maybe I should just be more grateful that I have food on the table and a roof over my head. Sound familiar? Here's the truth, guys. It's not you. You're not too sensitive. You're not too needy, and you're not dramatic. You're just finally starting to see what's really going on. And yes, other people might not see it because the narcissist is just so manipulative, but that doesn't make your experience less real. Just because someone is liked doesn't mean they're safe. Charm doesn't equal character. Being helpful doesn't cancel out being emotionally abusive. Showing up for others, that's all about admiration. It doesn't mean they show up for you. Let's talk about why narcissists play this dual role. Well, they need control. And the easiest way to keep control over you, make sure no one believes you. So they build their reputation in advance. They lay the groundwork. That way, if you ever start talking, they can just shrug and say, she's crazy or he's bitter. They've always been dramatic. It's a form of psychological warfare. And if you've been stuck in it, let me say this clearly, your pain is real, even if no one else sees it. Okay, now let's talk about healing. If you're watching this and you're nodding along, here's what I want you to do. First, stop trying to convince people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You don't need a jury. You don't need everyone else to get it. Your healing doesn't depend on them. It depends on you trusting yourself again. And second, start journaling what actually happens behind closed doors. Not what they post on social media, not what people say about them, what you feel, what you experience. Because when your head gets foggy and the guilt kicks in, you need that reminder. Third, surround yourself with people who do understand, whether it's a trauma-informed online therapist or face-to-face like myself, someone who understands coercive control, emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, a support group, or even just content like this. You need people who can say, yep, I've been there. You're not crazy. This is a pattern. And lastly, please remember, you are allowed to walk away from someone everyone else loves. If they make you feel small or confused or broken, you are allowed to value your peace over their image. You are allowed to protect yourself, even if no one else sees what you see. You are allowed to choose you. And that doesn't make you bitter. It makes you brave. Now, guys, if you would like some extra support, please grab your copy of my best-selling book, Fake Love. It has so much information in it that I know will help you. It's available worldwide in audio, Kindle, and paperback. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. See you in the next one.